It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around, hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Carr working out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't go up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, we've seen this time and time again from Alvin Kamara. He's been one of the best backs in the passing game since he started. And even though he only played 13 games last year, he still finished with 75 catches, second best amongst NFL running backs, only one behind Breece Hall.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to go right back to Kamara. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now, second down throw from Carr. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Carr. He's got it inside the 5. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Back is Carr. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Receiver in motion, headed left. A second down throw for Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
The motion man is Sanders. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
On fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Cedric Wilson back to receive. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Valdez-Scantling on the move. 2nd down, Carr. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. Throwing is Carr. That's into traffic, but taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Second down and 8. Here's Carr. This one is caught by Moreau. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Here's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. 1st down throw for Carr. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. 1st time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Carr. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Carr. That one taken in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Groupie now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara is set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st down, Carr. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st and 10, Carr. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints will open up a 17-3 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Second down and 3. The motion man is Sanders. A 2nd down throw for Young. Taking off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and a yard. We'll try to run for it with Hubbard. Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And really nice catch here by Liggett, and these are the weapons that they're trying to continue to surround Bryce Young with. He didn't have a lot to work with his rookie year, and now in comes a 1st-round draft pick. Big, physical, great with the ball in his hands, can really go up and compete. It took him a few years at South Carolina to put it all together. But this past season as a senior, 2nd in the SEC in receiving yards with over 1,200. So This is a guy that has big playability, and he's going to be a big part of this Panthers offense going forward. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Young. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And 3rd down coming up.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Pistol give to Kamara. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
First down throw for Carr. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Carr working out of the gun. He's got his man complete to Wilson.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
To throw is Carr. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. This one is caught by Moreau. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Carr now on second down. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Now, second down throw from Carr. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And now, third and goal coming up.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. But from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Throwing here on third and goal. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and They were able to make the completion.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Got his man at the 6. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers will cut the deficit to 7.
Panthers 13.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Second and a yard. Now Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Third down, 3 to go. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.